got Virginia to teach you.
I want teaching properly.
I'm not forking out for both of you. She can just pass the benefit on like I had to.
I don't believe we're having this conversation.
Just because we're well off doesn't mean we've to be daft.
What are we talking about now?
Driving lessons.
Oh, yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. We have to economise now, we're millionaires.
It isn't a matter of economising. It's a matter of keeping things in perspective.
Oh, yeah, right. By spending £20,000 on a stupid housewarming party.
No one is spending £20,000.
£20,000?
Morning.
That is a gross exaggeration.
It's only doing it to show off. It's only doing it to put people's backs up so they can resent us even more than they do already.
Times to get off all right.
Yeah?
Aren't you coming into work?
Got a headache. Oh, can you tell him to get dressed, for God's sake? Do you have to sit staring at that every morning?
If she doesn't like it, she knows what she can do. Charlotte, why have you poured yourself out so much cereal if you're not even going to touch it?
Leave her alone.
You're talking to me. You may not have noticed, madam, but I do not take orders from people who are old enough to be paddling their own canoes and not living at home sponging off their parents.
If you don't like it, you know what you can do, don't you?
Could we just have one morning without any of this? Is it possible? What's the matter with Charlotte?
She started her periods.
When?
Last night.
Why didn't she tell me?
Hello? Oh, hello, Megan. All right. I'll send somebody around. Bye-bye. The cat's buggered off home again. Somebody will have to go and fetch it.
I know it's a bit of a shock when it starts. But if those two can cope with it, I know you can.
Yeah, right.
I can't pick you up at tea time. I've got a meeting. But I'll ring Virginia and ask her to come fetch you. Or your dad. All right.
Virginia! Virginia!
What?
While you're down there, will you go round to Megan and Mike's and invite him to the party?
Why?
Because somebody on the A list has cancelled and the Hartnells are next on the B list.
Can't you just ring them up?
No, I can't. I've got enough to do here, organising everything. Just knock on the door, for God's sake. Lazy son of stupid pig. Oh, that's smashing.
I'm gonna ring Kieran.
Well done, love.
Yes! Yes!
No. No!
It's all on one level, which will make it much easier for Dad. Get into the bathroom, etc. 3 bedrooms, nice-sized garden, and a garage. Be nice to have somewhere to put the Jaguar. So do you think it's a good idea? Alison?
I think it sounds perfect.
Of course, it'll mean taking out a slightly bigger mortgage. I know it sounds daft, but before I made the commitment, I wanted to check that
I wasn't going to sack you.
I've been left high and dry before.
Not by me.
So is that by it?
Good morning, dear.
Is everything all right?
Good morning. Oh, do you know, I feel younger every day. I'm thinking of having my age changed by deed poll. Do you think I'd pass for 38?
38 what?
Oh, look at these. They're satin in case I have to shake hands with the lower orders. Well, come on, it's 22. Are we going to open this bloody school or not? Let's go.
No. Did knock. Only they must have been out. Ringing the bell for ages, but there's no answer, so... Tell you what, Dad. If you want them, you invite them, all right? Personally, I'd rather stick up pins in my eyes and get gang raped.
Hello, Virginia.
Oh.
I'd love a go in your Lotus.
Would you?
I never apologised to you, did I?
Apologised?
I was very cruel to you. And all you were guilty of was liking me. Fancy a drink?
Dad?
Where is she?
Hi, David. I thought you weren't in today. She's opening the school this morning.
So, what's it like being so fabulously wealthy?
Yeah, it's all right.
I've never had sex with a multimillionaire.
Haven't you?
Oh, God, Virginia. You don't know how bored I am. I haven't had an orgasm for 7 months.
Well, I can give you a quick spin in the Lotus if you like.
Why don't we go upstairs instead?
What for?
Oh, I'm sure we'll think of something.
Why?
Why not?
I'm seeing someone.
So?
Well, you're married.
Only to Mike.
You've got kids.
They won't mind, they won't know.
But I thought you liked... What? Big lads.
Sex, Virginia, is a many-splendored thing. You learn this as you get older.
This school is very close to my heart because it was one of the first big projects that the Jane Crowther Trust invested in. And I shall personally take a very keen interest in all your achievements. And in the fullness of time, I hope for each one of you, exactly what I hope for each one of my own 3 daughters, that you will become bright and responsible young women of the future.
This is what you've always wanted, isn't it?
Sort of.
So, what do we do first?
I don't think I put my handbrake on.
Oh. Oh, didn't you?
I wonder if I ought to go and...
Oh. Yes. Yes, all right.
Sorry.
Actually, I think I left the oven on.
Did you?
Perhaps I'd
Yeah.
better go and check.
Oh, the cat?
Oh, yes. Well, you better go and see
Yes.
what's all right.
I'll just go and see.
I'll just go and
It's all right.
check the oven. Oh, there you go.
Thanks.
Well, I'll just,
Yeah. Oh, me dad. We're having this party tomorrow night, and my dad said to ask you if you wanted to come. All of you.
Oh, yes. Oh, we were delighted. Well, why didn't you say before?
Right. I'll tell him. It's 8 o'clock. You've got the address.
Yes.
Right. Thanks. Sorry.
How's Sarah?
She's fine.
You will let us know when the baby arrives, won't you? Somebody will let us know.
I don't know.
What do you mean? Why not? Virginia? Virginia?
When you sat down, we actually winked him.
What's this? What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, David. I've tried. I've tried for 7 months and it's no good. I am divorcing you.
I've coped with the fact you didn't tell me you'd won 38 million quid till you had to.
Not here.
I've tried to cope with the fact you told our Virginia before you told me.
Don't get on that again.
Either you want this marriage to work or you don't. And I thought that you did. And no one ever pretended it was going to be easy, not after. Well, what happened? But I, fool that I am, I thought we got through the worst.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
I try. Every day I try. And then one tiny thing, one tiny remark, something on the telly. All totally unrelated, and it all comes flooding back. All the anger, the bitterness. And I'm sick of it, David. I'm sick of being bulldozed and bullied into doing things I don't want to do just because it makes everybody feel better. Just because it makes people think we're moving on. I didn't want that stupid big house. I didn't want that car you persuaded me to get, and I certainly don't want this sodding great party tomorrow night.
Well, this is a bloody fine time to be telling me that. The only reason I'm doing it is for you.
You're doing it to demonstrate to all and sundry that we're all together and happy and normal.
Well, yes, but you see, I thought that we were.
Where have you been? Is it important? This is. Did you know? No. Have you been crying? Virginia? I've done what he did. Who? My dad. I didn't actually. What I would have done. It could have very easily have happened. Am I supposed to know what you're talking about? This person made a pass at me this morning. At you? This morning? Blimey, you don't hang about, do you? And this person never looked at me twice before when we were poor. It was all to do with the money. It was nothing to do with me, and I knew that. It was all so... How can you have done what he did? He was unfaithful. And you're not seeing anyone, so it doesn't matter. I am. Seeing someone. Who? It'd help if I knew who you were talking about. No, it wouldn't. Is it a woman you're talking about? Everybody knows, Virginia. Are you implying something? Knows what? I've known since the 3rd year. I used to get a right load of stick over it. I had to kick someone's head in once because they wrote Virginia Braithwaite yodels in the valley on my locker. Oh, well, it must be true then. You don't have to pretend. It's Tamsin you're seeing, isn't it? And why are you so funny about it? Maybe it's because I don't want it thrown out at me like it's an insult. Yeah. It's different when you know for a fact, isn't it? Makes you think a bit more. I like Tamsin. Do you? Yeah. She's good. She's one of the grown-ups. God knows what she sees in me.
It isn't like what he did. He didn't even do anything, and it's not the same anyway, because you obviously feel crap about it. And he didn't. Well, not enough, or else he wouldn't have kept on doing it. He was at it for months. I mean, you've not even done it once and you're a wreck. Look at you.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? About Mum and Dad?
Not want anything to do with me. Any of them. Virginia can't stand being in the same room as me.
Maybe that's because she thinks you can't stand being in the same room as her.
She was such a nice little kid. I was always playing with her. With her action men and her Meccano.
When it suited you.
I know things change, but I still love her.
Have you told her that?
No. Have you?
I don't need to.
She'd sneer. She'd screw up her face and say bollocks.
Yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about that.
I'm going to fight you every inch of the way.
Fine.
Because it's not what I want. I don't think we should mention any of this to the girls till after the weekend.
So, this person, is it someone who lives down near where we used to live? If this happened when you were fetching a cat?
I'm not telling you. I told you. I don't want to talk about it.
It's not Megan.
Megan? That's saddle tat. Don't look that desperate. Megan.
I think she's really attractive.
Do you?
Yeah.
Some lasses have got your shower. Quickly, come and help.
Help!
You bitch! You bitch bastards! Why don't you piss off to a posh school? I'll piss off!
Right.
Why don't you try turning up on time for once in your life? Oh, all right, I'll just let him boot your head in next time, shall I?
What'll happen to my dad?
Don't worry about him.
Somebody has to.
Do you think he was worrying about us when he was shagging Elaine? Do you think he was thinking about you, about the effect it had on you, like now?
Virginia?
I'm just telling him not to feel sorry for the knobhead, all right?
We'll have to tell him we don't think they should get divorced.
No.
Yes.
Look, just think about Mum. It's obviously what she wants.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, if it's obviously what she wants, how come it's taken her so long to get round to it?
Alison? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Can I sit down? I wasn't going to talk about it until after the weekend, but I can't. I can't not do. Because I don't want to be without you.
Alison?
No. You don't want to be without the money. That's what you don't want to be without.
I don't want your money. I want you. I love you. And it wasn't until all this that I realised how much. And if I'm honest, it has made a difference, the money. Well, not the money as such, but when I realised it was you that set up the company, after I got over the shock and embarrassment, I suddenly stopped and I thought, my God, it's my wife that's done all this. And I felt so proud. And I remembered all the things that made me fall in love with you. When you were 20. And I'm sorry if I'd lost sight of all that, but you do.
You said earlier that either I wanted to make this marriage work or I didn't. And I do, David, I do. But however much I tell myself that, I can't stop seeing you with her. I just want it to go away. So when I went to see the solicitor last week, it just seemed the only way forward. The only way to make it stop. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's not the answer. Though I wish to God I knew what was.
Let me.
What? No.
Please.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
What the hell are you doing?
Get out! Sod off! We've had an idea.
What idea?
Look. Female decoys.
What?
They're like private detectives. You hire them. It's usually like wives testing their husbands. But what we thought we could do is hire one to test Dad.
How?
Well, I think what happens is they try and seduce them, and if they go for it, you know they're a bastard. And if they don't, you know they're not.
So then we can tell Mum, and we can prove to her that he's not, and that she can still trust him. And then they don't need to get divorced.
But what if he is? What if he is a bastard?
Well, whatever. It'd be like definite confirmation, wouldn't it? Either way.
Mum, have a drink here.
Don't you know a lot of people, David?
I'll be fine for you to talk to.
Is our Graham coming? And Helen and the girls?
Oh, yes. Yes, our Graham's coming. And Helen and the girls. David. Hello. Hello.
I can cheerfully string him up for what he's done to you. All the same, you didn't tell him about the money. In fact, you didn't tell any of us about the money. And you see, I don't think he's a bad man. I think that sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture.
I know, and I'm trying to.
Men always seem to have affairs with women who aren't a patch on their wives.
Do they? Why? How come you know so much?
Oh, your dad always used to say that.
Did he ever have an affair?
Oh, no. Well, not that I know of. People didn't so much in those days. Either that, or you didn't hear about it the same. Besides, we didn't have the benefit of television.
I feel like a beached whale. You look like one. You look like a dyke. Good.
Did you try that number again?
Yeah, they only operate in the London area.
Kidding.
I told them I was a millionaire and I paid double, but they just laughed and put the phone down. So what are we going to do? Dunno.
What if there's this lass in my farm and she'll do anything for a laugh and she's really gorgeous?
Oh, grow up. He might be a randy git, but he's not a paedophile.
Well, is there anybody else we can ask? Ali, darling.
Yeah, actually. I know somebody who'd shag anyone.
Who?
Ali, you must be weighing about 3 million quid there at least.
Not quite.
You look so different.
Look stunning. Gorgeous house.
Do you like it? I don't. I much prefer living next door to you.
How are the boys?
Oh. How many acres have you got?
I can never remember.
Hello, how are you?
I'm sorry. Do you mind?
No. You carry on. We don't want to monopolise you.
Why don't you make it a bit more bloody obvious, Mike?
Sorry?
You practically had your hand up her dress.
You are crude, aren't you? What do I mean, vulgar? Hello.
Tamsin.
What brought that on?
Nothing, I'm just pleased to see you. Come on, we've got to talk to Megan.
What about?
Sarah?
Karen!
You look lovely.
No, I don't.
Oh, guess what? I've got an offer from Durham as well.
I was starting to think you'd changed your mind. I was starting to think you weren't coming. This is something else. We like it. Helen.
Sorry, we're late. How are you?
Very well, very well. Hello, Emily. Hello. Where are the other two?
Busy, I'm afraid. Celia's giving a recital and Francis is in Germany with the school. It's an exchange thing. How are your three?
Fine, yes, all very busy. Come on through.
And Virginia's left York?
Yes, we weren't sure it was a good idea at the time, but she was so keen to join the firm.
Absolutely not.
I'll pay you.
How much?
How much would you like?
Well, let's see.
This is the kind of thing your mother intended you to spend that money on that she gave you for your 21st, Virginia.
It's her I'm doing it for. I'll give you £1,000. 2? £2? You're cheap still, we knew that.
I'd be very careful if I were you.
£2,000 then. 1,000 before and another 1,000 afterwards.
Fine, I'll do it.
Is that lad the father?
Sorry?
That lad our Sarah's with?
No, that's Kieran. No, the father's,
Why is our Virginia dressed like a fella?
What?
She's not one of them, is she?
Is she? Buggery. Just drawing attention to herself as usual.
David, can I talk to you? Not here.
Oh, no, if I'm being honest with you, things are no better than they were 6, 7 months ago. Between you and me, I think she's at it again. No, really, yesterday morning she popped out. I thought she was going to see Virginia. Well, that's where she said she was going. Because Virginia come to fetch the cat. Which was a bloody long time. And when she did finally come in, she was, well, I don't know, odd, somehow. Nothing I could put my finger on. Well, of course I said nothing.
Alison?
Hello.
Wow. How are you? You look tired.
Oh, well, it's been a long week. Can I introduce you? This is Mike, our neighbour from Leeds. This is Graham, David's brother.
Oh.
Hi.
What's the matter?
Don't put the lights on.
Sorry?
So, what's it like being so fabulously wealthy?
Oh, well, it's pretty much what you'd expect.
I'd love a go in your Porsche.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
Oh, God, David. You don't know how bored I am.
Are you?
I haven't had an orgasm for 7 months.
Oh.
And you must know I've always been weak for you.
No? No, have you?
And I want you to know I don't pop my cork for just anyone.
Oh, right.
I want you to fuck me.
It's all my own fault. If I hadn't made such a big secret of it, it wouldn't have been such a big story. It would just have been another big lottery win. And they'd have grown bored with it a lot sooner than they did.
Why did you make a secret of it?
Fear, really.
Of?
All sorts of things. This.
You kind of wish it hadn't happened.
No. I'm really glad I set up the trust. We do some really valuable things. It's exciting, interesting.
What's the matter? David? What?
No. He tries very hard, but he just lets himself down sometimes.
The thing is, I don't want you to think I'm not flattered because I am. I had no idea, but the thing is,
I don't think you should do this. Alison thinks you're a friend.
I am. I love Ali. She knows I do. We're all adults, surely. I don't want a relationship. I just want to feel you inside me.
No, Alison's very moral about this sort of thing. And so am I. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but look, let's go back. Let's say no more about it. And don't be offended or upset. I think you're very... You and Mike will always be very dear friends of ours, and...
This is a really bad time for me, David.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Megan?
Well, you know I was replaced in the ad. The cat food ad. They found someone else. Younger. Of course, she can't act to save her life. But she is younger. More attractive. In a fluffy, idiotic sort of way.
I'd like to. I would. The thing is... I don't think you should do that, Megan. I don't think that's a good idea. Not that I don't want to think I don't find it. Or indeed you. The thing is... Can you stop doing that, Megan? Please stop.
David. Make me feel like a woman, for God's sake.
Did you know that my pa and your ma used to go out together? It's true.
He was having a relationship with this woman at work.
Oh, I see.
And 7 months down the line, it's still something I'm not coping with very well. There's no easy answer, I know that. It's just that sometimes I can't stand the sight of him.
You should have married me.
I wanted to.
You turned me down.
No, I didn't. I told you to ask me again when you'd finished at university.
That's what it felt like.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
I didn't want you to regret it. And I thought that once you'd gone to Oxford, you'd meet somebody who was interested in the same things as you were. And you did. And I didn't want to get hurt.
If you'd really wanted to marry me, you'd have said yes then when I asked you.
You think so?
Yes.
You don't know me very well then, do you?
No.
Megan?
Sarah. Sarah.
What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
What are you doing here?
I didn't realise you were having a party. Haven't you been in touch?
Because we finished.
I've never stopped thinking about you. Both of you.
Look, what do you want?
I want you and the baby.
I'm going to university in October. I'm going to Durham. I've had an offer.
Good. We'll all go.
No. My mum's looking after the baby. She's going to bring it up and look after it.
Sarah, you can do everything you've ever wanted to do. Go to university, everything. I'll never stop you doing anything, ever. Don't ever think of me, even.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Sarah. Sarah, wait. Just wait a second.
Well, stupid cow thought she had to actually shag him.
She didn't.
She did.
She shagged him.
No, she thought she had to. But he was having none of it. Bastard, 2,000 quid down the sodding drain.
No, this is wrong. It's mad. It's stupid.
Sarah.
You shouldn't have come.
Why not? Why are you trying to ignore how you feel about me?
I'm not.
You are. You are. Why? Hey, aren't I good enough for you? Now you've got all this money.
I don't think you should come again. I've got to go. I'm sorry.
Sarah. Sarah.
You know, this is really... It's all so elegant and... I don't know, it's civilized. I should have been born 100 years ago. In Russia. Yeah.
What the hell do you think you look like?
A lesbian?
I do love you, you know.
I love you as well, you bastard.
Virginia.
It's sauce. Can we come in?
Of course.
You had a nice time?
Yeah, I think so. You?
Yeah. We found this.
Oh.
Thing is, we've done this thing.
What thing?
Well, you know my dad?
Vaguely.
You know in Private Eye there's this ad, you can hire women. Thing is, we don't want you to get divorced, right? So we thought if we hired one of these women...
What women?
They're called female decoys. You can hire them and they test your husband for you.
Test them?
Well, have you heard of them?
Yeah, I think... You mean... You hired...
No, not exactly. Because you see, they only operate in the London area, so we had to find someone else. Someone up here.
Who?
Megan.
Megan?
I gave her some money. I paid her to try and pull him.
You did what? When?
Tonight in the summer house.
He didn't do anything. He said she was your friend and she shouldn't do things like that.
It's true.
Are you cross?
I don't know. I suppose I ought to be cross. So that's what you were talking to Megan about yesterday morning?
Sorry?
Mike said she came in looking a bit odd after she'd seen you when you went to fetch the cat.
Oh.
No wonder if that's what you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You could have been asking for serious trouble, you know.
We wanted to prove to you that Dad's really trying and that he's sorry. I wanted you to stay together. So, you'll think about it.
Of Come on, bed.
Night.
Night, night.
Night.
Night, night.
Look, just because it's what they want, you've got to think about what you want. They're old enough to cope with it, both of them. It's time you thought about yourself.
You think I should go through with it, don't you? The divorce?
I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever you decide, do it for you. Not for every bloody body else like you usually do. I know you won't. I know I'm wasting my breath.
Night, night.
Night.
Megan, eh? That sad old tart.
Piss off.
You awake?
I'm going to ring my solicitor on Monday and tell him to drop this divorce business.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Why?
No, it's just something the girls said.
Oh, what? What did they say?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Alison.
Night, night.